Hello everyone, this is another Hoover Junior, I think, in this box, and another childhood vacuum. This particular version used to belong to my grandma and granddad. I've already shown you one of their other cleaners that my granddad, in fact, my granddad bought an Electrolux 504 to replace this very model. And I remember my grandma being a bit upset because she liked the Hoover Junior and my granddad came back with this all singing, all dancing, bright yellow Electrolux 504. And it was a bit too fancy for my grandma because she was used to a Hoover Junior. So my granddad could have bought a modern Hoover Junior for whenever it was. It would probably actually have been a U1036, the first one. That would have been around at the time. So, this apparently is a rare-ish model because they didn't produce this particular Junior with this colour scheme, with the pumpkin coloured front. Apparently it only had a very short run. I don't know if it's 6 or 9 months before it was changed to a brown frontage, which I do have that model. And this is, I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, this could be the first plastic-bodied Hoover Junior. I think. If I'm wrong, somebody is bound to correct me in the comments. I mean, I genuinely, I make mistakes on purpose because I know people like to correct me and it makes them feel good. So it's I'm doing a social service for the folks that can't wait to point out an error I've made. And do you know what? Most of the time I know I've made an error. But anyway. Right, here we have the lower handle. It's an odd colour. Yeah, a bit beaten up there. It's an odd colour. It's not cream. It's not brown. It's a very strange. It's got a pinky hue to it. I'm not sure what Hoover called this colour. I'd have to check back on my old service notes. But anyway, that's the lower handle. Ah, right. We've got a box within a box. We've also got a little bit of a note here. Very boring, nothing of any interest. Right. Deary me, just thrown in. Filthy dirty. Oh yes, I must read out actually. Apparently this has got a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. Wow. According to the eBay listing, I'll double check that, but even when this was brand new in the shops, it would have only had a year's guarantee. So amazingly, an old used Hoover Junior. Oh, hang on. Right. Sorry, I nearly swore. I'm going straight onto that seller. This is not the model I ordered. This is not the model. It doesn't have the pumpkin front. I don't want the one with the brown front. Right. Let's get my iPad out and email this jokester. Right, I've just emailed the seller. A couple of photographs of this. I've just said I want to return it. I don't want to keep this. I've got this model in much better condition with the brown front. It doesn't even have the rating doodah as pictured. This is the model that I was expecting to get. This is the picture of the listing. There's the first picture there. There's another picture. Another picture. And as you can see, there we go. We also have a picture of the front of the machine with the front cover off, showing the rating plate, a metal rating plate. It is a model U1346, but this is a second generation 1346, not the first one, the second. So this followed very quickly. I mean, it was within the same year, I believe, of launch. For some reason, they changed the pumpkin colour front for the brown front. The pumpkin colour front also has a larger roundel. And it is, as you can see from the pictures, this is not the machine I was expecting to open. I mean, I should have opened it sooner. The seller did contact me recently and said, can I leave feedback? And I said, well, I've not opened it yet. You know, because I want to open it on my YouTube you know, I want to unbox it from a YouTube channel. So the seller asked what the YouTube channel was and blah, blah. So I told him. So I've opened it. I thought, well, I better get it open. Had a bit of spare time. I'm not keeping it. I don't want it. So I've asked for a refund. According to the seller blurb, I have to pay for return. I'm not paying for return because it's not my fault. They've sent me the wrong thing. eBay will just refund me and get the return done. I'm not going to be out of pocket. So this is, you know, eBay's been rather hit and miss. So let's see what... it does say it's got a 2-year guarantee, you know. I don't know who I'm supposed to claim. On the item specifics, it said manufacturer warranty 2 years. It's corded. It's 7.2 kilograms. I've no idea if that's correct. It's bagged. The colour is grey. Is it? It's got allergen. It's got allergen filtration as well, according to the seller. With a 4-litre capacity. Made in the United Kingdom. That's correct. 250 watts. I think that is correct for one of these. And the description is, this Hoover Junior 1346 vacuum cleaner is a vintage item that has been cleaned thoroughly before shipping. Really? That's not even had a wipe over with a dirty rag, but it has been cleaned thoroughly. It is an upright type with a bagged system and a capacity of 4 litres. The vacuum cleaner comes with a powerful 250 watt motor and allergen filtration for deep cleaning of carpets. This Hoover will be cleaned and bag emptied before shipping. The item weighs £16 and comes with a 2-year manufacturer's warranty. It operates on 230 volts voltage and has a corded power source. The unit quantity is 1 and it's grey in colour. This vacuum cleaner has features that are suitable for everyday cleaning and is manufactured in the United Kingdom. Some of that's true. Not a lot of it. Oh, good. The cable's, you know, been repaired as well. That wasn't mentioned. It's been repaired in repaired, I say. A bit of tape being put on it. So, you know, that's not safe. The cable really needs replacing. Where do you get an original brown colour cable from? You can't. I'm not keeping this. And it's completely faded. Well, it's gone... I don't know why they say faded, because it's gone dark. It's gone darker. That's the colour it should be. That's the colour it's gone. It is filthy. There's the underside. Shall we quickly switch on anyway? I'm not going to keep it. Is the bag okay? I mean, the bag's... You know, that's one saving grace. The bag is intact. But this is not, you know... Oh, and look. Oh. No, it's definitely not staying in my collection. It's cracked. The main body's cracked here, look. So... Calm yourself, Roger, you'll have a heart attack. I know, there are far worse things going on in this world, aren't there, than receiving a vacuum that's not as described. And the amount of vacuums I buy, it's, you know, stands to reason that you're going to get the odd lemon sent to you. But it's still annoying. I still hate dealing, you know, with having to return stuff. I ordered a couple of storage bags for my Christmas tree from very recently. They sent one of them, and the other one, instead of the storage bag, they sent me a box of horrible pastel colour Christmas tree baubles that won't even go on my tree, which is red, gold and green. So I have to arrange return for that, and it's such a faff. I just can't bear... why can't people do what they say they're going to do? Send what you've ordered. I wouldn't be surprised if they've not had this bag open, because it's very hard to undo the zip. Oh, but it's been thoroughly cleaned. Oh yes, and a new bag. Thoroughly cleaned and a new bag fitted. Yes. Well, that's not a dust bag. It's a bit of cardboard. Thoroughly cleaned. I don't think my lungs think that's been thoroughly cleaned. You know, I would like to say something rude, but I try and keep my channel sort of family friendly, you know. The upper handle, that's in okay nick, but it's still not, you know, I say I've got one which I unboxed. I didn't even turn it on. I couldn't believe it. I watched the whole video and thought, crikey, you didn't even turn it on in that video, Roger. But the one I've got, and I recently did feature it in a live video, well, this year, because I was at my mum's. It's stored at my mum's, this other Hoover Junior. This is exactly like this one, but in far, far better condition, with no damage to the cable. It hasn't discoloured like this one. That's not very well wired up. Again, the outer insulation isn't under the cord clamp. I'm going to quickly switch on and then pack it back up in the box because I don't want to keep it. I'll take a full refund and keep it for spares, but as I said, now I've seen that big damage there, that big crack, I don't want it. I don't want it, folks. Right, is it going to blow up? I won't be surprised if it doesn't work. Right, might billow out a bit of muck when I switch on. Here we go. What? Doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. Let's have a look at the plug, if I can find my screwdriver. Oh, for goodness sake. Deary me. Oh well, it's one less vacuum to clutter up my house because it's going. You can have this junk back. I mean, I really shouldn't fix it if it doesn't work, and it's just a case that the plug, I should put it back to how I received it. Oh, for goodness sake, there's no way this person even checked it. Can you see that? The neutral wire isn't even in the terminal, and there's no screw in the terminal. Well, I'll take a photo of that as well for the seller. But there's no, yeah, I'd have to put a new plug on that to switch it on. But I do want to switch it on in this video. But I'm going to return it like this. This is how I received it. I think I might have a spare plug. So I will fit a plug just to switch this on. And I expect, won't be surprised, if the thing blows up. Okie dokie, I've just fitted this plug. Obviously I'm going to refit the plug supplied and connect it up to how it was connected. Right, oh dear. Is it going to blow? Is it going to blow, folks? Oh, I should have had my air purifier on when I did that. Oh dear. Why is that so stiff? I thought at least the agitator would have gone round. Yeah, it needs a new belt. I don't think that's doing anything. Yep, the belt's sat loose. Oh, and it looks like the spindle's quite worn as well. Well, that motor, you know, cleaned. Is it cleaned? That motor sounds okay-ish, you know. But still, I mean, it's nothing. I don't want to keep this machine. It's just going to take up room. It'll only be stripped for spares. You know, the front covers are not in bad nick. The bag's quite good condition. Some of the parts, but of course the cable's broken in 2 places. I mean, it's a project for someone, but it's not a project for me. I don't want it, because why should I have to pay for something that's not as described, that didn't initially work when I got it? I mean, what if this has been sold? I mean, I don't think things like this are sold to people that don't really know what they're buying, which is why I knew it was farcical that this is supposed to have allergen filtration and a 2-year guarantee. I mean, I knew that wasn't true, but you never know. There might be somebody who comes along and reads all the bump and thinks it's right. They'll get this machine, not realising they have to put it together. I mean, I knew it would be... I'd need to assemble it, obviously. Need to assemble the handle. When I saw the size box it was in, I thought, oh well, at least the seller has partly dismantled it. So anyway, that's all we're seeing from this. If I find out what the seller said before the end of the video, I will. He hasn't got fantastic feedback, I have to say. But, you know, I do read the negative feedback and decide, well, okay, I'll risk it. Well, it's not a risk, because I do give eBay their due. I've never had a problem getting my money back for stuff not delivered, stuff that's arrived damaged, not as described. Normally I go to the seller first with my complaint, which is what I've done in this case. I'll see what the seller says, but I expect to keep it official. I'll just go through eBay's return policy, show them the pictures, show them the damage, explain the fact it didn't even work when I got it until I put a new plug on it. But this is old plug is going back with the machine. I mean, the seller might cut his losses and just refund me. And, you know, I'll just bung this in a box and save it. It might come in useful for spares. But there you go, folks. I was hoping to... Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I was wiring this up properly. Don't do that. Put it back how it was. I was hoping to show you another childhood vacuum for my grandparents. It's a 1436, is it? I can't remember the model, but anyway, it had the pumpkin front, as you can see from the picture. This isn't the one, is it? I believe the seller did sell one like this as well, and I was looking at the pumpkin colour one, and I was umming and ahhing. It was a bit expensive, but I thought, oh, it is a rare model. But I didn't buy it, and then it was sold, and then it appeared again. So I thought, oh, another time waster on eBay. Someone who's been the winning bidder and didn't bother paying for it. That happens a lot. In fact, to my advantage, to be honest, because I've missed out on a few cleaners on eBay, only to find that the winning bidder didn't complete the purchase, and I ended up getting it. So, but it is very annoying. So I tend to, when I sell on eBay, I tend to now just do everything at buy it now prices, so they have to pay for them before, you know, so there's no messing about with non-paying bidders. If they want the item, they have to buy it now and actually pay for it. So that's what I tend to do when I'm selling on eBay. If you want to see what I'm selling at the moment, if anything, my eBay handle is ibasiX_Emporium. And there is a picture, the little image of my channel, my eBay page is the same as the image on my channel, that selection of Hoover cleaners. So I've kept that for a while, and that's the same. I'll just leave it like that because that's more or less how it was. I've got dust up in my throat. I'll put this back in the box, seal it up, and await the seller's response. Thanks for watching this lovely high filtration 2-year guarantee thoroughly cleaned Hoover Junior. Gonna have to have a wash. I'll see you at some other point. There you go. Can't win them all. Another failed eBay purchase. Not happy. Not happy at all. Not a happy bunny, but c'est la vie. There are worse things that can happen in life, aren't there? So, yeah. First world problem, I know, receiving a vintage vacuum for a vacuum cleaner collection that's not as described, didn't work, is filthy, but, you know, what you gonna do, folks, what you gonna do. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions about this, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Bye for now.